Welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we've got Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest, the sequel to the 2003 original Curse of the Black Pearl. This is from 2006. I can't believe it's almost 14 years since this movie came out. Whew, yeah. We're all getting older, except for Johnny Depp. Well, maybe he's getting older too. It's all that makeup, you can't really tell. This is somewhat of an overly long entry into the the Pirates of the Caribbean mythos. It's fun. It's got lots of Captain Jack-isms throughout it. Keira Knightley looks amazing as always. Even when she's dressed down to look like a man pirate, she's still. I don't see how nobody sees that she's Keira Knightley, female. So I don't know. But yeah, so we got a lot of little world building in this one. We get some spoilers. I mean, again, 14 years now. If you haven't seen them, if you have no desire to see them, you're probably not going to watch them. But you get a little bit of history behind Will. You get to meet his dad, and you also get to see another one of Johnny Depp's, Captain Jack's rivals that he's pissed off over the years, and that happens to be Davy Jones, the legendary Davy Jones of the Davy Jones Locker stories, the classic pirate stories. Davy Jones is something unlike anything we've seen before, at least in when it comes to those stories, and when it comes to the kind of people that he that featured in this movie. Like the first movie, you just had what's his name, Gregory Hines. Not Gregory Hines. Is it Gregory Hines? Let me check. Gregory Hines. Gregory Hines. No, I don't know. Yeah, Gregory Hines. If it's not, I'm wrong. And you got him, and it's very not too otherworldly for the most part, other than the ship, the curse, and the skeletons and everything else. So I'm completely lying at this point. Yes, it's otherworldly. Okay, yes, it's supernatural. This one goes a step further though, and it has some amazing special effects with the Davy Jones and his undersea crew who've cursed to sail the seas forever, and even under the waters, not just over the waters. And they have all sorts of fish and crustacean and mollusk things forming their bodies. Some guys are half shark, some guys are half crab, and Davy Jones himself has tentacles as a beard that are, they can play the organ on the ship if he feels like it. He has one claw hand. In most situations, the special effects look great. There's one scene that I saw that just looked a little bit weird, where it was a face to face with another character shot from the side. It didn't look like they were in the same scene, which, well, okay, he was in, but the effects obviously weren't. But yeah, for the most part, the effects look pretty dang amazing, and they hold up even so after 14 years. Yeah, it's if they were done today, it would be even more incredible. But all of Davy Jones, he got the most attention, obviously, out of all the other creature guys that he is surrounded with. They look good. They look great in some cases, but sometimes they just look good. But he looks amazing in just about every shot, except for the one I just mentioned. And yeah, it's something to see. If you're gonna watch this movie for anything, it's just for the Davy Jones stuff. And Bill Nighy acts his way right through that special effects. Something you don't picture Bill Nighy doing, but he just kills it in this. So he's pretty friggin' great, and he's a even without the special effects over him, I think he'd be a pretty scary, formidable opponent. But him and the special effects, probably little ping pong balls over his face and the green screen, and then there's the Kraken, the original kaiju. It's all sorts of fun. But yeah, it does run itself a little bit long. There's lots of battles. There's there's fights going on from 3, 4 to 5 different directions between different foes, and between our heroes with Will and what's her face, Keira Knightley's character. Elizabeth Swan, Elizabeth Swan, Swain, yeah, Swan. Yeah, Elizabeth Swann. So between Will and Elizabeth Swann, Captain Jack, and all of his pirate crew, they're running 15 different directions at once. So it can get a little bit overwhelming, and some of the fight scenes, while cool, with especially the three-way fight, sword fight that takes place on one of the islands between let's see, Norrington and Jack and Will. You don't know who's on whose side at any given moment. They're all fighting each other for the key to the dead man's chest. So what we get here, though, since this is the second film in the installment, and we would get a third film just a year later, this works out. And for all they knew at this point, they were only going to have these actors for 3 films. So they were probably all contracted for that. So they pretty much doubled down on the second and third film coming out almost a year apart. And they made their little Empire Strikes Back episode of a trilogy here, because it ends on a big cliffhanger with our hero supposedly meeting his doom. That guy right there. And so many other people throwing their chips onto the table, and seeing how there's so many threads just unresolved. And then there's the big surprise appearance at the very end, which I won't spoil if you haven't seen it, but actually it was really freaking cool to see that character return to the franchise. So after, yeah, I won't say anything more. But yeah, if you haven't seen it, yeah, this is, while it is fun, just be ready for it goes for a while. It feels like the 2.5 hours. So it doesn't breeze by as quickly as you want it to, because there's a lot going on. They could have just phoned it in and just done nothing, and just started throwing special effects at us and just had Johnny Depp make quips the whole time, and that would have been it. But they attempted a really complex story, and I think they did that. This is the kind of thing that, honestly, if you would have made this movie into a TV series, this could have been stretched out and been more deep and complex in a like a Netflix series or a Disney Plus series. Disney Plus series. Yeah, you could have stretched out this movie into a 6-episode run, and probably not felt so exhausting to run it all at once. So, that's just my opinion. But yeah, hey, we got some more movies, some more Pirates movies available. Just so you know, Dead Man's Chest, and then there's what's the other one that comes after it? I don't know. All I know is that on Stranger Tides is not on it yet, and the very latest film in the run from 2017, Dead Men Tell No Tales, that one's not due until 2020. But on Stranger Tides is not on this at all for some reason on Disney Plus. Not sure why. Complain to your local Disney Plus retailer. I have no idea. But yeah, if you want to see all of them, you're kind of stuck. You can't really do that yet. The latest one, though, is due December 20th, 2020. But on Stranger Tides has no schedule for it. It doesn't even show up when you search for it. So that's weird. Anyway, let's pick tomorrow's adventure. Here we go. Oh, undo typing. No, dang it. Hold on a second. It reset itself to 100. 768. That little button comes up all the time here. All right, so here we go. 768 items to choose from. 284. Okay. Why does it keep doing that? 284. 284. 284. We got another movie. Oh, jeez, Captain Kirk. Don't tell Disney. If you want to put a screensaver on Roku for me, which is how I'm watching Disney Plus, Disney, a Star Wars one, I'll put it on there. A Marvel one, do that. Make it official. That Star Trek one is kind of the coolest one they've got on there. Anyway, the winner is 284. Jump In. I do not know what that is. Jump In. So maybe it's a Disney movie of the week, something or other. But yeah, Jump In. Maybe David Lee Roth shows up. We can only hope. All right. Well, see you tomorrow. The Disney Plus Everyday Challenge with Jump In.